Like, and you see things like the white party be there and then they have a little baby like in a sandwich. Like they're hugging them from the front and the back and stuff.
Baby is absolutely one of the best human beings in the planet. All right, we're at a party, everyone's drunk. It's a 13-hour party. People drink a lot of alcohol.
Y'all, what I'm about to tell you is going to change how you look at your favorite rappers forever. 50 Cent just dropped a bombshell that has the entire hip-hop community shook. He's saying Lil Baby ain't the same since that wild Michael Rubin party. And when 50 speaks, the streets listen. But here's where it gets crazy. Lil Baby just showed up rocking a bright pink belt, tank top, and flashing brand new thigh tattoos for the whole world to see. Yeah, you heard that right, thigh tattoos. The same man who swore he'd never get in because it looked unprofessional. The internet is absolutely losing it right now. One fan commented, "Humiliation ritual. I'm sorry you let them get to you." Another wrote, "The industry got a hold on my boy. Lay off them shorts." But 50 thinks there's way more to this story than just some questionable fashion choices. He's hinting at something much darker. Remember that infamous Hamptons white party where Michael Rubin was caught hugging Lil Baby from behind? The one that had everyone talking for months? 50 Cent immediately called it out, posting on Instagram, "See, this is why I don't go to no party. What the fuck is going on here? Get the fuck off my young man." The streets started whispering about humiliation rituals, about certain rappers having to go through degrading experiences to keep their fame and their spot at the top. And now look where we are. Lil Baby dropped a new Instagram photo dump with the caption, "Back in that mode." Multiple shots of him in shorts, making sure everyone gets a clear look at those fresh thigh tats spelling 90s on one leg and baby on the other. But wait, there's more. He's also got a big CBFW piece running down his lower left leg that he first showed off on July 4th. Then came the viral moment that broke the internet. Lil Baby on stage, same shorts, same pink belt, pulling those shorts up mid-performance like he wanted the world to see his new ink. Fans are swearing 50 Cent called it from day one. "Michael Rubin already showed y'all Lil Baby was his boy. Why is this a surprise?" one wrote. Another got even bolder. "Bunny hops and hugs from the back from a white dude with money. This generation is lost." So what really went down at that all-white Hamptons party? This all traces back to when Rubin threw his ultra-exclusive white party in the Hamptons. The guest list was stacked. Jay-Z, Beyonce, Tom Brady, Kim Kardashian, and yes, Lil Baby. That's where the infamous photo dropped. Lil Baby caught in a hug sandwich between Rubin and NBA star Kyle Kuzma. The internet couldn't look away. Another snap from the same night showed Rubin wrapping his arms around Lil Baby from behind. The optics were terrible. At first, some fans thought 50 was just trolling. But people have been whispering for years that these big-name industry parties aren't as innocent as they look. It feels like some kind of secret initiation, a test you gotta pass if you want to really level up in the game. All the jokes and memes finally got under Lil Baby's skin. He clapped back hard on Lil Yachty's podcast, admitting the Rubin memes bothered him so much he asked Rubin for security footage from that party. But here's the twist. Baby never dropped the full footage. No receives, no explanation. Just kept it moving. And don't get it twisted, Baby wasn't mad at Rubin at all. He called Rubin a super great influence in his life, though he can admit he can't really explain how Rubin has influenced him. Funny, right? Michael Rubin brushed off the viral photos in an interview, calling the whole situation ridiculous. He claimed it was just a wild party where everyone had too much to drink. But the way he kept going on about Lil Baby had folks side-eyeing him like, "Bruh, you sound like you got a crush." And Lil Baby's not the only one. Remember that clip of Meek Mill bunny hopping for Rubin on a tennis court? The optics were absolutely terrible. So who exactly is Michael Rubin and why is he so fixated on black rappers? Born in 1972 in Philadelphia, grew up in a Jewish family. By 14, he launched his own business using bar mitzvah money. College dropout who hit $50 million in sales by 1995. Now he runs Fanatics Inc., the official licensed sportswear supplier for NBA, NFL, MLB, NASCAR, Formula One, and WWE. Forbes says his net worth is sitting at a jaw-dropping $10.6 billion. On paper, that sounds like a straight-up success story, but here's where it gets sketchy. A lot of people say Rubin's real moves come from who he knows, not what he does. When you listen to him speak, it's hard to imagine him charming his way into these circles. The man's got zero charisma. But pay attention to those eyes. People swear they look soulless. There's a creepy, hard-to-pin-down vibe that leaves folks wondering why so many rappers and pro athletes seem to be eager to be around him. Here's where things get even more interesting. The whole all-white party craze didn't start with Michael Rubin. It was Diddy spinning back in the late 90s. A lot of the same big-name celebs who used to pop bottles with Didi are now front row at Rubin's version. Leonardo DiCaprio was at Didi's white party in 1997. Last year, there he was again at Rubin's Hamptons bash. Jay-Z was photographed at Didi's spite in 2003. Fast forward to last year, he's at Rubin's mansion with Beyoncé right by his side. People are saying Rubin has basically slid right into Didi's old lane and maybe even took it further. The whispers say he could be running some kind of blackmail setup through these parties. There's talk that Rubin, along with other wealthy white billionaires, has a thing for making young black rappers go through humiliating rituals. No one's claiming it's forced, but plenty believe these artists willingly play along. Some are allegedly looking for help beating legal cases. Others are chasing career boosts, #1 albums, major award wins. But the darkest claims connect this to what Katt Williams has said for years. On Joe Rogan's podcast, Katt spoke about these industry gatherings, calling them ritual-heavy events with way more going on behind closed doors than the public will ever see. Katt didn't just throw that ritual word out for shock value. He's been warning about this stuff for years. He painted a picture of industry parties that's nothing like the glamorous images we see online. He talked about rooms you're not allowed to film in, celebrities disappearing for hours, tests that can make or break your career overnight. According to Katt, once you step into those inner circle rooms, you're either all in or you're out for good. And here's where fans are connecting the dots. A lot of the same faces Katt was hinting at keep popping up in photos from Rubin's all-white parties. People online are saying this isn't just about free champagne and fancy outfits. It's a power game, a way to see which artists are willing to play ball with the billionaires running the table. Some claim that's why you see rappers suddenly skyrocketing in success right after these events, while others mysteriously fall off the map. When you start looking at who's been showing up to these all-white parties, the list is stacked. Drake, Travis Scott, James Harden, Kevin Hart, Lil Uzi Vert, Kim Kardashian. Photos leak every year, and every year people zoom in, picking apart every hug, every side eye, every coincidental pairing caught in the background. The conversations online aren't just about who was there, they're about what happens after. People point to sudden career shifts, unexpected collaborations, and unexplained public disappearances, like someone's everywhere one month and ghosts the next. The craziest part? Nobody ever publicly talks about what really goes on inside. Not in interviews, not on podcasts. It's all brushed off with a laugh like it's some inside joke we're not in on. The so-called evidence isn't just blurry party pics. It's the clips and moments that fans swear tell the real story. That infamous Meek Mill bunny hop video has been reposted thousands of times with captions like, "This is what happens when you owe favors." People point out how Meek's smile looked forced and how Rubin's tone was more like a boss giving orders than a friend joking around. Other viral receipts include James Harden skipping his team's training camp, popping up at Rubin's party instead, and later landing a surprise endorsement deal. Or the sudden chart jumps certain rappers get right after being spotted at these gatherings. Fans keep building timelines, connecting dates, and saying, look, this can't just be a coincidence. Of course, none of this is concrete proof, it's all speculation. But when the same patterns keep showing up year after year, the internet can't help but keep digging. With every passing year, Rubin's all-white party gets bigger, the guest list gets flashier, and the rumors get wilder. Fans aren't just talking about it during the event anymore. They're tracking it for months before and after, looking for signs of who's in, who's out, and who might be pulled deeper into whatever's really happening behind those gates. Some people are saying it's time for someone on the inside to finally spill. An unfiltered podcast, a tell-all interview, maybe even leaked footage. Others believe that'll never happen because the people involved have way too much to lose, and the billionaires in the room have way too much power to let it slip. Meanwhile, artists keep showing up, whether for connections, favors, or just the bragging rights of getting that invite. And every time the cycle repeats. The flashy photos, the cryptic captions, the subtle career moves right after. So what's really going on here? Is Michael Rubin just a billionaire who knows how to throw a party? Or is there a deeper game being played behind the scenes? Some fans are saying it's all just internet gossip blown out of proportion. Others are convinced the patterns are too consistent to ignore. The same names, the same timing, the same sudden career shifts. It's all there if you're paying attention. One thing's for sure, whether you think it's harmless networking or high-level power moves, these parties have become one of the entertainment world's most watched annual events. And every time that white dress code comes out, the internet braces itself for the next wave of clips, comments, and conspiracies. But the real question remains, what would you do if you got that invite?